Hello everybody, Josh here with you again today. We're going to review another tool that I got from Cold Steel. It is the Cold Steel Trench Hawk. It's 24 ounces. It's a very light 24 ounces. It's a very ergonomic tool for either one, two hands, or a really weird, to me, but I suppose it could be functional for close-in work, upper grip, which it has finger grooves for, so it's obviously intended to do that. Being that it's a trench hawk, I guess it's modeled after the American Indians' tomahawk. And I'm really not an expert on that sort of primitive weaponry, but this is a very useful tool. And I guess being as it is based off that, it would make a good throwing weapon. I have no use for a throwing weapon unless it's a last-ditch attempt. I'd rather just put a 45 through something. So I'm going to use this as a hatchet, if it's okay with everybody. So you got your cutting edge here, or primary edge, or head. This was pretty sharp from the factory. In fact, it was sharper than I would have had it, but it was fine because it's a hard drop forged steel. It's also, even though it doesn't have any stainless in it or anything like that, it's pretty corrosion resistant. As I've had this through, well, hundreds of limbs. I use it for delimbing. It's quite good for that. Those thick limbs that you can't knock off with a machete. And it was too dangerous of a place to use a chainsaw, so I ended up using my trench hawk. It actually proved fairly dangerous even with that. And then, of course, it's got the spike. Aside from jamming this into trees, I don't really know why the spike is on there. It does end up being a fairly useful tool for splitting things that you just can't cut primarily. You jam this into a hard area, and then you can work it around and break through it, and break up hard spots, bark, all kinds of weird stuff. So it's quite useful, even though it's kind of scary looking and probably turns off some people. I think it's a polypropylene handle. It's some kind of plastic. It really doesn't matter. It's one of those indestructible plastics that's like, crying out loud, it's like an inch thick, and pretty sure it's solid, aside from the part that's got the head jammed into it. I don't remember if I said already, but it's 19 inches overall. It's a pretty sizable tool, and of course 1 or 2 hands, whatever you like. I have chopped at least 4 trees in half with it, because I got my chainsaw either stuck in it or I just needed to cut them down and I didn't have my chainsaw. And obviously this thing weighing under 2 pounds is a lot easier to carry around than a chainsaw. Comes with a Securex sheath. I'm not really fond of it, but it keeps it from cutting you, I guess. You can get this whole shooting match for about 75 bucks. It's possible you can get it cheaper on sale, but that's the Cold Steel dealer price. Cold Steel retail price, sorry, not the dealer price. Dealers get them cheaper, because we got to sell them, of course. I rate this thing 5 out of 5. I would love to show you it in action, but that's very violent, probably not safe, and my camera wouldn't get it all, because I don't have a cameraman, as you might have guessed, to the fact that I'm manipulating the camera in all my videos. So, I've had to sharpen this thing twice, I think. One time I actually hit my Husqvarna chainsaw with it. That was one of the times I was chopping the log in half, and the saw was stuck in it, and I was just swinging away, and one of them got too close. So, it's a very durable blade. I mean, it's cold steel, so you could probably go and tear up a T-70 tank with it and not really have much of any problems. This was Josh reviewing Cold Steel Trench Hawk. A fantastic tool, a 5 out of 5. And if you need a hatchet, a throwing hawk, or a big lever with a spike on it, I recommend you buy it. This is Josh signing out.